Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 152 of Sonic Boom TV. This is a thrift store finds video. Got some records and some CDs. I don't even remember if I know where I got all these, but it's not a whole lot. But it's a few things. I probably had these for a couple weeks. Maybe it's more than a week, probably two. And I was just kind of holding on to this to make a video, and I thought I might get a couple more. But I just wanted to go ahead and take care of the video. So, let's see if I can remember where I got this. Okay, these first ones, CDs, they all came from the pawn shop that I've mentioned before. Can't ever remember the name of this place. It's right near my house. Maybe half a mile to a mile. They told me that they never get in new CDs or records or anything like that. They said they don't take them from people, and they obviously were lying because I've been there several times and it's always got new stuff in there, unless they got a stash somewhere that they're just putting out a little bit at a time. But they said to me, "Oh, well, you noticed they never change." Well, they change every time I went there. This time I went in there. Every CD was new to me. Never seen any of them before. Had a lot of stuff that I didn't want, like country and world music and some jazz stuff and whatever. But they had a lot of alternative rock too. Some stuff I already owned, or it was in such bad shape I didn't want to buy it. But I went through and I found a bunch of stuff. So I listened to most of it already. And most of it's pretty good. A lot of it's more of the kind of, I don't want to say grunge, but harder alternatives kind of stuff. We got The Dwellers, and it's Whatever Makes You Happy. And that's not the one. That one's pretty good. These are all, they seem like they were all around 94, 95. So they were like that when they were all those alternative rock bands were getting signed, I guess. This one I got just because I thought the name was funny. It's called My Little Dog China, and they got a dollar bill on the front, and on the back there's just a little band photo with some nonsense. And I didn't know what the name of the album was at first, because it didn't say it on this side and the case broke. But it says it on the other side. You can maybe see it. That glare gets you every time. But it says the Velvis Carnival. Velvis. You can see it on the CD. So, I don't know what that is, but the actual CD, the songs, the music was good. Alternative rock. This one was a little bit more of a hard rock. It's called Triangle Raw Feed. That one just kind of looked cool. But I really thought the CD was kind of cool. It has this picture of this dog. It's kind of hard to see him. He's got his head raised back, but there's a color picture right there on the tray that you can see a little better. So, thought that was cool. That one was a good one, too. Then, there was a single I found, and, man, it just was like, why do I know this band's name? Why do I know this band? And this is a UK import, too. It's Hold Me Up, the music of Velvet Crush. And the song Hold Me Up, I know it. It was, I don't know if it was on the radio, or it was a video or something, but sure enough, when I put it on, I was like, "Oh man, I know that song," and I don't know where I know it from, because I don't know that anything else by them. They had two other songs on here, 100 Years From Now and Don't You Slip Away From Me, and those are pretty good too. But the Hold Me Up is like there was a lot of hit songs in the 90s, and they all kind of they fit into like certain little categories and this one was just like the mainstream alternative rock kind of thing. little bit of English style, you know, but it fit in with all that stuff that was coming out, and maybe it just got played on the radio back then. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but I liked it. I liked that song, and I'm glad I picked that up. So the next one was one I picked up basically because of the name, and that's Kicking Harold. Ugly, ugly, and ugly and festering is what it's called. I'm sorry, couldn't get that out. Back cover, just a bunch of stuff. This one was pretty good too. I kind of got interrupted because I was listening to it while I was at work, and I got interrupted while I was listening to it, so I don't think I finished it. It was pretty good though. What I was listening to, harder alternative rock. This one I haven't listened to yet. I think it's reggae or something, but I like the cover. It's called Raging Arb or Arb, I don't know, and it's called Redheads. And on the back, you've got this redheaded cowgirl with stars on her boobs riding a corn rocket. I don't know what any of that means, and there's a little guy kind of staring at her. That's him. So, but I haven't listened to this one yet. It's on my list of things to do. But watch a white guys, but I think it's reggae. So we'll find out. Oh, and there's a guy named Arb, A-R-B. So there you go, Raging Arb, and nobody else has red hair. It doesn't look like, so I don't know on that one. This one, Sugar Tooth. That's a promo copy. If you can see the sticker there, has somebody's initials on it. They wrote it on the case as well. That doesn't belong there. They're alternative rock. They look like one of the Seattle bands, pretty much. Early '90s kind of thing. So I don't remember what this. I listened to this one, but I don't remember. And then this one came from Goodwill. I know this because I remember saying I wasn't going to get it. I picked it up, and I put it down, and something made me look it up on Discogs. It's called Frozen Ghost. It was $1.99. Those other ones were all $1. $1.99 for this. It's two guys, in the band. And I briefly listened to like part of one song just to kind of see what it was on YouTube or something. But I looked it up, and this is like it kind of expensive, the CD. It's a Canadian band. There's two versions of it. I don't know that it was released in the United States, but there's two different ones. There's like the one with the red line around it, and I think there's one that's just got a clear, like not a clear, but plain silver disc. This says it was Music of Canada Limited, so I'm assuming it was pressed in Canada, but it's also, it's manufactured in Canada by Columbia House. So it was a Columbia House edition, but I think it's worth like $25. And I was like, well, I'm going to go back and grab that. And then I couldn't find where I put it back on the shelf. There's only one little shelf for CDs at the Goodwill where I go, and the rest is all DVDs. DVDs, but I put it back, and I didn't put it in the, like, that way. I kind of put it on the top, and then you couldn't see it where, like, the shelf was lower than my eye line, I guess, and you couldn't see the top of the CDs for some reason, the way I was looking. And I was looking around, I was like, where'd I put it? And then I kind of ran my hand under there, I was like, oh, I found it. So I pulled it out. So I think they're like like 80s alternative kind of rock thing, but not, like, more like pop, I think. But I don't know. But I don't know why. I never heard of them before. And I don't know why. Maybe it was rare or something. Who knows? But it's worth a few bucks on Discogs anyway. So that was it for my for that. And then I went to the Salvation Army store. I went there like a couple times. I haven't been finding much there lately. But one day I went in and I got lucky. They had some new stuff in there. And I thought, I looked through everything. They had a lot of stuff in there, but they it was all kind of junk, you know, like stuff that I don't really want. And I do buy some of it every once in a while, and I'm going to show you something in there that I don't think I showed this one yet. But if I have, I'm sorry, I'm repeating it because it's just ridiculous. But I bought this because it's so dumb. And that is Fabulous Harmonica, played by the Yama Yama Man. This guy right here must be the Yama Yama Man. Look how big this freaking harmonica is. It's like 3 times as wide as his head. Harmonica's supposed to be a little thing, you know? I don't know. But anyway, the Yama Yama Man. And the record is dirty. It's really dirty, but it looks like it doesn't have any scratches on it. It's got dog hair and dust and fingerprints and whatever, but it doesn't look like it's scratched. So when I clean this up, I may have to come back and let you guys know what the Yama Yama Man is all about and his harmonica. New full frequency high fidelity as well. Whatever that means, guys, whatever that means. All right, so then I found something that I've only picked this up because it's never been opened, and I'm not going to open it right now. I might open it eventually. But it's the Murray Hill Radio Theater 6 complete episode of Fibber McGee and Molly, 3 hours of fun and laughter. 3 record set. This one I found on Discogs, and it was kind of weird because they didn't have an actual, like, a good photo of it. They had, like, some weird photo on there, but it says $9 on the back, and it actually says it's $10, you know, sealed. So it's still sealed. Somebody had $2.99 sticker on the front. I may open it. I just got so much goofy stuff like this that I'm probably never going to get around to listening to all of it, and that may just stay sealed just because it's worth $10. Then we've got another Disney one that I picked up. Record looks pretty good, kind of dirty, but it's Walt Disney: The Story of Treasure Island. This one doesn't have any kind of booklet or anything with it. I don't know if it originally did, but it doesn't have one in here. Back covers got some shots from the movie or something. I don't know what that guy is. Looks like a man who's been stuck on an island for too long. But it's the I don't know if it presents the story of Treasure Island, so maybe it's like talking and you know, telling the story, and not just music. The complete story from the original soundtrack of the motion picture based on a novel by Robert Louis Stevenson. So I don't know. We'll see when I get around to getting around to it. Now this one, I looked it up. I don't know what the hell it is, to be honest with you guys. It's 2 records. There are a couple of different cover versions that slightly vary, but it just says all-time great bloopers, collected by Kermit Schaefer, radio and TV producer. Now there's another one that says like volume 1 on it, and I think there's another one that says something else, but it's the same thing on both sides. Don't know what the heck this is. Like, that doesn't say anything about what's on it or anything. Then the records themselves, there's 2 records. They have, and they're pretty clean. I mean, they're dusty, but there's not much going on with these. But all it says is all-time bloopers, great bloopers from the collection of Kermit Schaefer, side 1, Brookville Records, and it's just got a little number. And so it's just a black records with blue labels. Both of the records are exactly the same. Matter of fact, they both say side 1 and side 2. No, this one says side 3. I'm sorry. It does say side 3 and 4. But, you know, they're still in paper sleeves. Paper sleeves look like they're not that old, but this is definitely pretty old. But I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's radio bloopers, TV bloopers, maybe a little bit of both. Because the only thing on the cover shows a microphone character and a film TV camera character. So I don't know what this is. But you know, for $1, I figured I'd try it out, and the records weren't in bad shape. So I don't know, but weird stuff, you know. As you guys know, I like to buy some weird stuff sometimes. Then, got 3 more, and then we'll be done. We've got the funny side of the Smothers Brothers Think Ethnic. Smothers Brothers were a comedy thing. Record looks, again, dirty, but nice shape. No inner sleeves or anything, so you know how that is. There's a sticker on the inside that says Record Cafe, maybe, or maybe RAFE. I don't know. $10. This ain't a $10 record though. It's a nice shape though. I don't think it's a $10 record anyway. And it's just got, you know, soap. Black is the color of my true love's hair. The Fox. I never will marry. Venezuelan rain dance. Daniel Boone, my old man. The Wreck of Old 49, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Saga of John Henry, and Mary Was Pretty. So I don't know. I've heard Smothers Brothers before. They used to have TV shows and stuff like that. I know it'll be pretty funny. Then, this is one I saw once before, and I love the cover, but the record was trash, so I didn't buy it. This one, the record is okay. I mean, it looks like it's got a scratch or two on it that may affect the play. But I bought it anyway because the front of the cover anyway is pretty nice, and I like it. It's Boots Randolph, the Yakkin' Sax Man. Song title's over there. I like this. The only thing I would have done is maybe pushed him down a little bit so his hair does not touch the bottom of the font. But I really like that cover. Don't have any clue. I'm assuming it's jazz or something. But the Yakkin' Sax Man. Mono and stereo. I don't know if this is mono or stereo. This is mono, so it's a mono version. So that goes well with a lot of fans. Doesn't bother me one way or the other. And the last one I got because of my my love for this woman. No, I don't really. I just always thought she was really super cute. Never thought she was like hot, you know, as you know how we all judge people. I always just thought she was super cute. I like her as an actor better than I like her. I don't even know what she. I mean, I know what type of music she sings, but I couldn't name one of her songs until probably after I show you this. But I always thought she was super cute. I love her voice, like her talking voice. She's been on a bunch of TV shows. She had her own TV show. If you haven't guessed by now, I'll tell you this. She's country music. And she's very famous. And I'll give you a second to guess. Think about it. You ready? Super cute. The best of Reba McEntire. Look at this lady. She's just cute. You know, I saw this and it's in great shape. It's like the cover is like almost new. It's got a few little dings on it, but not. This is the kind of thing you would buy in a store, and it might, like a new record, might have those little dings. The record itself, perfect. It's just dusty. But I don't know too much about her as far as her singing goes. I mean, I've heard her sing before, but it's she's got You Lift Me Up to Heaven. There Ain't No Future in This. I don't think love ought to be that way. Only You and You Alone. I'm not that lonely yet. I can't even get the blues. Today all over again. Why do we want what we know we can't have? My turn, and you're the first time I've thought about leaving. So I don't know when this came out. 1983. So she was young then. So anyway, like I said, I've always thought this woman was cute. Super cute. Not just regular cute. Super cute. I would take her. Because I like you. Not that you guys need to know that, but anyway, that's it. That's all for this episode. I got nothing else to talk about right now. I made a mistake, guys. I'm gonna let, if you're still watching after all this time, I'm gonna let you know on the mistake. As you know, if you follow my channel, you know I started doing my heavy metal collection and my glam metal kind of stuff. And I started doing my CDs, and I went through A through C, and I found out I made a terrible mistake that I did not pull all the CDs out, because I started thinking about it. I was like, I didn't talk about this one, I didn't talk about that one, and I started looking, and there's some like I have CDs that are not in the right spots, and I found some stuff, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta start over. I don't know, probably not gonna start over. I'm just gonna probably start from, like, I'll leave the other video as it was, because it was kind of a long video, and then I'll just continue A through C again, or A through D, whatever it was, on the next time I do it, and I'm hoping that'll be soon. I just, it's one of those things that it was not a well thought out project, and I had wanted to do it for so long, and I just tried to jump into it, and I shouldn't have, because I got too much stuff to go through. But the goal for this weekend is to clear out this area. You can't see what's below the camera, but this area needs to be cleaned up a little bit, and I'm going to get these lights moved around, and as I said in the last video, and we'll go from there. Hopefully be starting making some different videos for you guys if you're watching, and that is it for this episode. I've got some things coming in the mail. I might get one tomorrow or Monday. I've got a couple of things from Record Store Day that I was able to order. One of them I ordered today. It didn't ship today, though. They packed it up, but they didn't actually send it. And then there's one that I bought on Sunday after Record Store Day, and it still hasn't been packed up or shipped or anything. They said it might take up to 15 days. I don't know what they're doing to take up 15 days to pack up some records, but I'll wait, and if I don't get it, any notification next week, by the end of next week, I'm going to have to find out what's going on. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Talk to you guys later. Bye.